Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Casper Paranormal View. Do I hear?
Yes.
I always hear myself talking.
He's yelling at us to turn everything
I
down.
always hear
and
myself
who's the one
talking.
with the mic up?
Anyway, welcome to the Casper Paranormal View. My name is Chris. Today is, I think it's October.
10, 11, 12.
10, 11, 12. You can't get better than that. We want all the viewers possible to watch tonight because it's a lucky night for us. We have very special guests tonight, but before we go into the guest, I just want to mention a couple things. I just want to know, do you ever feel that you're being watched in your house? Do you ever just have an idea that, what is that sound? What is that noise? Everybody's had it, right? So I want you to call Casper Paranormal or message us on our Facebook, and we can come and do an investigation in your home. If you think your house is haunted, give us a call. We'll be there. Definitely. And if you need a reading, you can always call us at 631-838-2166. We'll be happy to help you and put any closure that you may need in your life. So let's move on to our special guest. I'm going to introduce Mr. Higgins from Bellwood Paranormal in New Jersey. Drove all the way over here to sit at the set and to have the wonderful candy on the table over here. Now we have Shayna over here, which we nickname the Tapping Lady, the Law of Attraction Queen, sitting right over here, right next to Big Ange. Right, Ange? Remember that Big Ange?
Yes.
Yeah, who said that originally?
They still call me. My Lori that was on the show. She calls me Big Ange.
Yeah, I'm Little Chris, and that's Big Ange. I'm a medium. He's an extra large. Or, whatever, however it works. As everybody knows, Casper Paranormal, what we discuss is paranormal. Scary things, ghost stories. Anybody can call in. If you would like to call in, by the way, you can look at the number below the screen and give us a call and tell us about your ghost story. Or if you have a question, if you think that you might see something, what could it possibly be? Do you believe in orbs? Don't you believe in orbs? So much controversy out there of what things are. So let's start this off with Richard Higgins, Mr. Higgins to everyone out there. And that's what I've always called him in all the shows that we've done. Mr. Higgins has been a follower of Casper, and Casper has been a follower of Bellwood Paranormal for a long time now, correct?
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning.
You've had, 39 shows already?
Yes, 39 shows. Yeah, and we're very upset about that, by the way.
We'll take care of you on the way.
We still hold the
take
grudge.
Care of him on the way out.
Yeah, we still hold a grudge for that, missing one of our shows.
This is the last place you've seen me.
That's right. But by the way, so you sent us some photos.
Right.
Okay, we will bring those up shortly. But I want you to tell us a little bit about Bellwood Paranormal, about yourself, and about the organization that you belong to, and take it away.
Okay, I belong to an organization. Well, Bellwood Paranormal was formed back in August of 2009. We learned a lot from another team that we were working with, so we decided to branch out on our own. We got some wonderful people in our team. We got about 25 people now. They range from meteorologists. We have mediums in our group. We have seasoned investigators in our group. We also have a sister paranormal group called Pride Paranormal. Jayla Presley runs that one up. We switch members back and forth with one another. The other organization that I belong to is an organization called United Paranormal International. Their main goal is to helping historical places throughout the world. I am the Northeast Regional Director for that, and I'm in charge of 12 states. Anything that's going on, I can solve their problems and help them out, refer teams to them that are in those states, refer them so they can raise funds, because the historical places don't get a lot of funding.
Right.
And they need all the help that they can get, and we do this all at free of charge. We don't charge the historical locations to do it, just like we don't charge clients to come out and help them.
You talk very fast.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, my question to you, at UPI?
UPI, United Paranormal International. It's a worldwide organization.
How do our viewers actually, can they view something on UPI?
Anybody can join up on UPI. It's free to charge. It's no charge. It's free. You just have to be approved to come on and be a member. You can look at all the videos. There's hundreds of different discussions going on all at one time, from cryptozoology to UFOs.
UFOs. That's another
Paranormal,
show.
like you were just mentioning before, orbs. Debates go on with it. They have scientific, technological things that go on in there. People that build their own equipment. If you're not sure of a question, just ask the question on there. Somebody out there will know that answer for you.
Okay. I just want. Do you have a chip in you or anything like that, or have you been abducted by any aliens?
Not within the last 20 minutes.
Okay, that's good enough for me. I just want to say that you said something about orbs, and I'm telling you they're controversial. I just want to get a feeling about orbs with you.
With me?
Yeah, what do you think about
It's no
orbs?
secret. 99.9% of them, in my opinion,
Are phony.
are phony.
Right.
They're dust, things in the atmosphere,
Moisture?
moisture. When you have one, it gets me to scratch my head and look a little bit further. Anything more than 3, I dismiss it entirely. I get hundreds of pictures a month to
Right,
my
so do
website,
I.
and I'm looking. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm
Yeah,
talking
you know,
about.
somebody just sent me a picture of orbs, and there must have been 75 to 100 of them there.
Right.
I'm like, really?
A party.
I think it's raining, or it's heavy.
I've had people send me pictures of orbs from a fire that
Let
they
me-
have. A bonfire. Guess what? It's called ash.
Yeah, yes. Let me explain something. The easiest way to distinguish also if it's an orb or not, that I find, if you got one, like you said, it's well defined, right?
Right.
Take 3 pictures in a row. 3 pictures in a row.
Exactly.
Click, 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 click. You see it? Oh my God! Take another one. Click. You see it? Oh my God! Take. If you see it 3 times in a row, there's something there. I'm going to give everybody a heads up. When you take a picture, for those people who like paranormal, I think you do because you're watching the show, that even if there's like a hi-hat, like a light that's not on, the light from the camera actually reflects up and will shoot something right down here in the middle of nowhere and actually form an orb.
Yes.
People don't realize that. So we're going to elaborate on your photos that you sent us.
Right.
You have an investigation in Gettysburg,
Yeah.
right?
That we just
So we're going to review that. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to take a commercial, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
chat's not up.
Okay, we are back. We're going to, we left the last discussion speaking about orbs, but I just want to let everybody know, if you want to check out a bunch of orbs and a bunch of pictures, paranormal, scary, really freaky stuff that's real, you can always go to CasperParanormalResearch.com and click on the pictures and videos, and you can actually see all the pictures we took from the cemeteries, all the pictures we took from the investigations, all the movies and the videos that we shot during our investigations. It's really pretty interesting stuff. And there are orbs on there, ones who I think some of them are good, some of them are not. And so before we go and elaborate a little bit on orbs, we have a phone call that we want to take. So let's pick it up, okay?
Okay.
Hello, welcome to Casper Paranormal. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am doing well. Who are we speaking with?
Hi. This is Rose.
Oh, Rose, do me a favor, just like they say on the radio, turn down whatever you're listening to so we don't get any feedback.
Okay.
Okay, a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, Rose. I think I know you, Rose. Is that correct?
Yes, I had a meeting with Chris October 5th. Is this Chris?
Yes, this is Chris. How are you?
Hi. I had to call in and tell what amazing. I still can't get over how overwhelmed I am with everything that you've told me, and I can't wait to get back and see you again. The thing was so on target, and you knew nothing about me.
No, I didn't. Yeah, no, I still don't know anything about you. But anyway, I do, actually. I had such a... Rose actually came to me and came to the house. I did a reading for Rose. I had no idea who Rose was. Very pleasant woman. And right from the beginning, I had her hold one of my hematite stones, and I held one. And right away, things happened. Is that correct, Rose?
Oh, absolutely.
Why don't you elaborate on the reading? Tell me what you thought about it.
I'm still amazed. I am totally amazed from the time I sat down and the doors opened. And it was things that you were telling me, and I couldn't even believe it. I kept telling you no, and you kept telling me yes, yes, yes. It was about a child in my family, and you kept asking me, do I have a black African in my family or a black child? And I was like, no, 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 no. You said, well, you know what? Wait a little while. It might come to you. And it turned out it was my brother's daughter's, who was my niece, who adopted a black child. And
Yeah.
I think I was just so overwhelmed about everything else that I couldn't even focus.
So I say on the scale of 1 to 10, how accurate was the entire reading that I did for you?
20.
Oh. Well, that's good.
20.
You can always call me,
good.
guys, at 631-838-2166. No, thank you so much, Rose. That's very, you know what? I might even give you something off on your next reading for saying that. But I didn't pay her to call here to say that, though.
Absolutely not.
No, it was very, very nice to meet you. I enjoyed doing the reading for you. So whenever you want another reading, you just make sure that you give me a call and we'll set something up and we'll have another reading.
Okay, thank you.
You have a wonderful night.
You too. Bye.
Thanks for calling in. Bye now. All right, yeah, that was just a crazy reading that I did for her. It was right from the beginning. It just came through just like that. Let's get back to the orbs. For all the you paranormal investigators and all the people who see pictures and say, oh my God, take a look at this, take a look at that, take a look at this. What do you think of like those, we call them pregnant orbs? Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard that term.
Angela,
I've
you
also
wanna
heard
elaborate? You look
I've also
really
heard
puzzled over
piggyback.
there.
No, I am. Somebody's trying to chat, and this Wi-Fi goes from one thing to another. You had actually the pregnant orb was. I forgot where we were that we actually picked that up.
In the basement.
It was in the basement. There was nice size orb and a little baby orb attached right to it.
Yes.
But you also had twins.
And it was pink.
Yeah, you also had
It
twins.
was a pink orb. We took another picture and it was gone. What's your theory on that?
I've never seen a pregnant
seen a
orb.
pregnant orb?
Never seen one.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Nope. So I can't even give you an opinion.
you don't have very fertile orbs. I'm guessing that has to be the case. So let's get to your investigation at Gettysburg. Okay. You've been to Gettysburg more than once.
Right.
Okay. The first time that you went to Gettysburg, did you find anything?
Well, it found me.
Oh, goodness.
Investigating the wheat fields up on the New York Union line, and I felt like something stabbed me in the back. And
Well, that can never be good.
right, no. And that's actually all caught on video. And then going from frame by frame, I found 4 pictures that looks like somebody slowly standing up, and then it's gone. In the 5th frame, it's gone.
Wow.
It wasn't there on the 3rd frame, but it went all the way through 4 frames, and it was unbelievable. It scared the hell out of me, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I mean, I did not expect it. Here the sun's just going down, and here I'm just asking just general questions, and here I feel like something stabbing me in the back. But the strangest part about that whole investigation, which was really weird, is that within 36 hours, I got his name, thanks to Robles Readings. I got his name through her. Then I found a relative of his, and he contacted me with a whole nother story. And now, with our past investigation that we just did back in the wheat field, once again, thanks to Robles Readings, I made a U-turn. Unfortunately, it was in somebody's private driveway. We're told to stop. We stopped. There's a burned out barn that was there that was actually used as a hospital back in July of 1863, where Lieutenant William Daniels did die in there, and it's documented.
Wow.
Because of Robles Readings and her husband O'Fay did a little detective work, found news articles about him, found his picture. One picture is him, it's an artist sketch, and then another picture, unfortunately, it's him where he passed with his buddies.
What we're going to do is we got a series of pictures that we'll go to, and I'd like you just to explain those pictures to us.
Okay.
And tell us a little bit about the pictures, so we can say, because I think the pictures are really pretty cool. So let's take a look at the pictures. This is number 1 picture.
This picture was taken on one of our very first investigations that we ever really did. It's in a home in Belleville. It was a private residence. They were having a lot of problems in the house. Voices, people being touched, just uneasy feelings. And one of these pictures was down in the apartment where the homeowner felt that they get a very bad, queasy feeling when they walk into this room. They don't even want to go into that room anymore. I walked in. Within 30 seconds, I had 2 investigators help me down to the bed. I felt nauseous. I broke out into a sweat. They helped me out. I went into the bathroom. I put some water on my face, and I walked out.
And that will be the last time that you drink a shot of Jack Daniels before you go I told you about doing that, okay? You can't do that, and you can't go scratching yourself before investigations, okay?
So it was good. It's a nice, cool March day. I'm outside on the porch. The husband comes outside and looks at my neck, just walking outside. He goes, matter of fact, that's a picture that he took. He says, "You got marks on the back of your neck." It scared me. I mean, it's the first time I experienced being physically touched, except for an electrocution that I had that happened to me about 2 years before.
Wow.
To get electrocuted.
When he took the pictures, through a series of pictures, you could see the welts coming on the back of my neck.
Well, let's take a look at picture number 2 that is sent to us, and then we'll come up with that. Why don't you tell us about this picture?
The female on the right is one of my lead investigator for my South Division. Her name is Angie Raines. This is in a town called Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. This was done last June. This is underneath the house.
That's somebody's residence?
That's somebody's residence. They found this underneath the house.
I'm gonna live there.
When they were walking, they were cleaning up the house. The house is being restored. And activity, naturally, as you know, once you're restoring a house, activity can start up. Now, the homeowners and the whole family call this place the dungeon.
No doubt.
It's solid granite. And you can't hear outside, and if you're standing next to the door, you can't hear inside.
I just want the viewers
The humidity
to know.
was 99%, and it was 31 degrees down inside that room.
That's what I was.
Dust doesn't move in that.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I want everybody to note the orbs that were on that picture, because the orbs on that picture are well defined.
Right.
Okay, and they as you can see them now on the screen, they're well defined, and there's 2.
Right.
So you don't have a huge amount of moisture. That is energy, is what you're seeing. Okay, so those are very good photos right there, and that is a really cool house to live in.
Right.
Let's go to picture number 3, because the pictures that you sent me are really pretty cool. So if we can go to picture number 3, and then we'll take a look at the same, only she has moved a little bit. That is a very well-defined orb that you have a circle around. Mind you, everybody, what I said about orbs, most of them are dust. But as Mr. Higgins said, if you see a whole bunch of them, discount it as dust or a camera flaw or something like that. There's one there, and if you check out by the leg over there, there's only 2. Notice the microphone on the floor over there and the K2 meter.
Right. The one I would actually, believe it or not, because she's wearing jeans, I actually would dismiss that. Okay? That one that's up there, extremely prominent, glowing, like it has its own energy source in the center of it as a nucleus, that one right there, I would, and I really hate to say it, that is a real orb.
That's a very good color definition
Right.
also to it.
Right. It's got like a lightish blue to
Right.
it, which means, I believe it means prosperity, I think. Prosperity and
Yeah,
hope.
I have that
I
on
think
my
that's,
iPhone. I have the whole chart on
Yeah.
my iPhone.
Well,
Matter of
exactly
fact,
what
if
they
you go
all
to
mean.
Casper Paranormal View Facebook page, which I have no idea what the address is, but you'll find it. I will post. We're going to post what color and what orbs mean. I have a whole
There's a chart. We'll
chart.
post-
Right, there
we'll
is a
post
chart.
that chart.
So I have that chart. I'll make sure that I post it on there. If we could do a favor to someone, we'll go to the next picture so you can explain what the next picture would be. And I want to get to the. This is
Okay.
This is a little bit far away, but if you look all the way into the back, you're going to be seeing a shadow person. Now, if you look on CasperParanormalResearch.com at the Pilgrim State pictures, because we have them itemized by investigation, we will have the same shadow person. I don't know if it's a brother, aunt, uncle, but anything, you know. But we have the same type of photo, and that's amazing to me. Tell us about that picture.
well, this picture right here was taken by my wife, Elaine. This was taken down at the Burlington County Prison in Burlington County, New Jersey. And this is taken from the warden's walkway to where his office is into the prison. She just got a very uneasy feeling. And what she does, she follows the rule of thumb. She takes her 3 shots, turns around, takes another 3 shots. That's the only picture
There
where
you
that
go.
actually came out on.
That's a nice picture right there.
The other pictures it did not come out on. Now, the story behind it is who they say haunts the prison is a gentleman by the name, I can't even call him a gentleman, he's a murderer, of Joel Clough.
Really?
Is that his picture?
Take
is
a
that his
look
shadow?
at that, guys. Take a look at that picture.
We don't
That's
know.
a shadow picture. I think that's an awesome picture that you sent us. That is not phony. Take a look at it. We're going to post it up on our site later, too, so you can take a look at it again. I really like that photo when you sent that to me. There's another really crazy photo of you being scratched also. Worse than what your neck was. And maybe we can pull that picture up. And here it comes.
That's Bethlehem, Pennsylvania again.
That's not only scratched. That is abuse. All right.
That was
Wow.
That's our investigator Roland. Okay?
Tell me about that. What happened?
They were just
Did you not
they
like
were
him or
walking
something?
through. No, I love the dude, man. I think he's
okay.
great. He is a great asset to the team.
Well, yeah, and injured at the same time.
He was walking. Well, this is what happens if you join my team. You don't listen to me. Well, he was just doing a walkthrough of the barn area, which the barn actually predates the property of the house. The barn actually goes back to the very early. The wood from the barn goes back to the early 1700s. So whatever energy was inside this barn is attached to the wood inside.
Sure.
Okay, just like a spirit can attach itself to objects.
And people.
Apparently, this is the same exact claim that they get, that people are poked and scratched inside the barn.
I'm amazed that normally when you see the scratches, I know demonic, it's always 3.
Right,
And I just happened to notice he's got lines of 4.
right. I've never
I just
seen
want to
lines
go
of
on
4.
record that I've never been poked. Okay? I've never been poked. I've never been
Well,
touched.
good for you.
Yeah, it's kind of sad for me, I guess. Everybody's getting poked and touched except for me. I don't
Come
know.
on an investigation with us.
I have been. I mean,
Yeah,
Me, it
right,
was Christina.
exactly. But
Yeah,
I,
always
you know,
pokes,
Well,
maybe it's
same thing with
because-
my wife. She's never been poked or pushed or scratched or anything like that, and she actually disappointed with it that she doesn't have that
I must say that
experience.
I was pushed off a wall. If everybody looks on the site that we have, it's called Mr. Johnson's Tombstone.
Right.
That's where I was pushed off the wall. I was actually knocked unconscious because I landed on the. You know what? Like in cemeteries, when you're driving the road, the road.
Right.
Well, there was about 5 foot of grass, and then there was a wall. So I was pushed from past the 5 foot of grass, landed on the cement in my head, and next thing I know, I was looking up like this. I had no idea. I was just pushed off. And right before that, I took a Mr. Johnson's Tombstone, and it was demonic looking. I posted it on our page a few times. You might have seen it, and it also may be on part of it is on our mugs.
Yes.
That we have. That is Mr. Johnson's Tombstone. So, yes, I was pushed once, but as far as being poked, not as often as I would like. I believe we have one more picture that we want to throw up, and I want you to explain that picture to us. What is this?
Okay, if you look in the far left-hand corner, this was taken last year by our investigator, Madison. Okay? If you look in the far left corner, do you see somebody standing there that looks like they're holding a lantern?
Yes.
Or something
Absolutely,
like that?
with their hand out.
Yeah.
Right. There was a series of pictures taken. For some reason, she told me to stop the car. I was driving. She told me to stop
Your
the
wife?
car. No, my investigator, Madison.
Oh, okay.
And she got out of the car and just took a bunch of random shots. That's all she did. Now, in Gettysburg, all these fences all look the same. Okay? This is the only one that actually has that image in it on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I can see it. If
And-
everybody looks on the left-hand side, you'll see a figure with their hand up like they're holding something.
Right. Either
Like
they're
the Michelin
holding...
tire guy.
Right.
right.
They're like holding something, or they're being a sentry there. They're watching over the place. Who knows? But that's the only picture out of all of them. Now we have a lot of pictures that have the fences in them.
Yeah.
I looked at every one of those pictures, and not one of them looks like that.
That's a tremendous picture. I like it very much. For all that may have any questions, if you can just look at the number below the screen, give us a call. If you have any questions for Mr. Higgins, I want you to call in now. But while we're waiting for your phone call, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
This is Angelo from Casper Paranormal. Today we're sitting in with Chris doing a reading. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, I've never had a reading like this before, so just bear with me. I'm seeing bugs.
Bugs? I thought you were a psychic medium.
I know, that's what's confusing. Hold on. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
I'll take the bad news.
I think these are spirit bugs.
Spirit bugs? I've never heard of spirit bugs.
That's just it. Do you want the good news?
Yes,
I know Joe from Bug Busters of Long Island. He'll take care of your problem.
that's great.
Hi, I'm Vinny, owner of VMD Electric. Family owned and operated since 1996, serving all in Nassau and Suffolk County. You can call us anytime, night or day, at 631-669-6915 for all your residential and commercial needs. Here are some photos of our current projects.
Hey, it's JP for the Harrison Law Group. A few months ago, actually, I had a family member that had a little bit of an accident. No broken bones, but there was a lot of pain involved. She was like, I don't know what to do. And I remembered hearing the guy, Tom Mealy from the Harrison Law Group, always yelling about a lot of law firms always say, if it's not broke, then you don't have a case. And I said, you know what? Why don't you give Tom a call for yourself? 1-800-INJURY-LAW. She got Tom on the phone, and when all was said and done, she ended up getting a nice chunk of change. So if you or a family member have had any sort of injury, you have absolutely nothing to lose by dialing 1-800-INJURY-LAW and talk to Tom yourself. Look, you have no idea what the laws are. Let Tom, Brett Harrison, and the pros at the Harrison Law Group take care of you. Again, the number is 1-800-INJURY-LAW. Just because it isn't broke doesn't mean you don't have a case. My family is living proof of that. So if you've had any sort of injury, any sort of accident, the first and only call that you need to make is to the Harrison Law Group, 1-800-INJURY-LAW. That's 1-800-INJURY-LAW. Now, what are you waiting for? Call them today.
Okay, welcome back to Casper Paranormal View. We have a couple questions. We have one important question from a very faithful listener, Laura. Thank you for chiming in with us tonight. And by the way, I just want to tell everybody one more time, if you would like to talk to us, the number is on your screen. Just look right below. Give us a call. Mr. Higgins, the wonderful tapping lady, is going to be on. Don't forget, you need to stay tuned for that. Don't miss it. She's very interesting. Law of attraction, positive, positive, positive. That's what it's about. But make sure you give us a call. What's the question, Ange?
I have a question from Laura. She asks, does Mr. Higgins have video of his investigations?
I have a lot of videos up on our website of our investigations. You can watch them. I've probably got about 40 hours of video you can watch at bellwoodparanormal.com. The one from Gettysburg that I think that you had mentioned of the video, you can find that on our group's page. It's on. Just go on Facebook and just type in Bellwood Paranormal, like the page, and you can look at every one of our videos. Every one of our videos. Let me say something, Chris. Out of all the groups that I've looked at and friends with and everything, as far as I've come across, my page is the only one you can download any of my videos, any of my audios, any of my pictures. I welcome people to do that. If they can give me an alternate explanation, I'm more than happy to hear what it may be.
What do you mean, can they do that?
You can download all my videos.
From YouTube,
Well, you can do that from YouTube on mine, yeah.
Right. Oh,
can do that.
you can do them on yours
yeah,
too?
Sure.
Okay, because
We
I
have-
know a lot
we
of
don't
groups,
block it. Yeah, we
they
don't
block
block
them out.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
know a
don't.
lot of
No,
places
yeah,
block
we
them
don't.
out.
We don't lock anything. All our stuff is public, and we have 40 videos up now that you can do.
Matter
And
of-
the same thing.
Yeah, matter
so-
of fact, the most interesting thing that's on there, well, not the only interesting, I'll cut you off, don't worry. I'll always do that, is we did an investigation in Bloomfield, which is a town right next to mine. They were having problems upstairs, people walking around. Nobody lives in the attic. What we came across was not people walking around, but 18th century drum music,
Wow.
which is also on the website. It's under Bloomfield, and you can look at the audio from that. But what's cool is that I found out that the property that this house was on was actually the parade ground for the Continental Army.
Wow, that's very cool.
Plus, there's also a story that goes behind that, again, for an Isaac Dodd. It's very good reading if you want to read the whole story, that how he was a drummer boy. And that's all in print, it's fact, and it's one of the
Very
greatest pieces
interesting.
of
Make sure you
evidence
go
I've
to
ever got.
Bellwood Paranormal Facebook page, but first go to ours. All right.
Oh, go to my
And then
website
look at,
first.
yeah, and go to Casper Paranormal web face page, or go to CasperParanormalResearch.com. We might even just go ahead and post your website link on our website link so we can interact.
Okay.
And they can go to both.
Sounds
That's
good.
what we'll do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in reality, we have been a team for quite a while now.
Right.
We,
To get the answers, you have to
we
share
go
the
back and
information.
forth. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are problems that there are a few paranormal groups. Like I always welcome other paranormal groups.
Right,
I don't
so do
ever
we.
feel threatened. Like, oh my God, he knows more than me, or it's not about that really.
Right.
It's unity, and that's what we do. We've always done that, and
Right.
that's why we had asked you to come onto the show, because we're fond of you and we like the way you do your investigations. Angelo, are there any other questions or?
That's it.
Okay. Any questions for Bellwood Paranormal? You can see the number on the screen. Give us a call. Do you want to elaborate on what is happening in the future for you?
We're doing about 7 or 8 more cases. About 3 of them are follow-up cases that we're doing. One is actually back in that Bloomfield location. Things have kind of amped up there a little bit, so maybe we'll just do a cleansing and try to gather some more information. We also do cleansings too. We have another one. We have
Does
another
that mean
case
you have a
coming up.
cleaning company, or what is that?
Yeah, we have the maid. She comes
Oh.
in and she just
Oh.
cleans up.
Just scrubs. the
Right.
little-
They just want it gone.
They scrub it. They
They scrub it. Yeah, they scrub it. They scrub the spirits.
Wow. How do you go about cleansing a
That's a question for our resident medium, Nicole.
the cleansing?
They
lady?
say right, the cleansing lady. She does the saging. She does the prayers. She does the whole thing.
Wow. Yeah, we actually did that in the home not too long ago, right in West Islip,
Yes.
Long Island, New York.
Same time we're in now.
Yeah, and we cleansed the home. We did the whole thing, and they feel much better. Mind you,
Chris cleansed, I blessed.
yes, I don't bless, I cleanse. So, but no, there's a whole cycle that you have to go through to do this.
Right.
A lot of people have the misconception that you buy a smudge stick or just a piece of sage and you just light it and you wing it around a little bit like this, and it's going to get rid of anything that's negative in your house.
It's not going to happen.
It doesn't work that way, guys. All right, you have to go through the actual ritual to do it. You get yourself some white sage from Specialty Lotions and Potions, 11 East Main Street, Bayshore. Did I throw that in?
That was a good plug.
But anyway, I will be there every Wednesday doing readings, by the way. If you ever want to meet me over there, you can buy smudge sticks and stuff over there. It's a great place to be. I believe the wonderful tapping lady goes there too, don't you?
We do once a month.
Yeah. So I will be there. I was there yesterday. It was amazing. But there is a way to do this. We're not going to get into the whole cleansing part of it now. That's for another show. But so you don't do the cleansing?
No, not me.
Why don't you do the cleansing?
I'm more on the technical side of it. Besides, I wouldn't remember all of that stuff that you have to do.
Yeah, I don't do the prayer part. Angelo remembers all that prayer part, I guess, from his Catholic days and going to church and all. But, me, I'll do the cleansing.
There's also another question for Richard. Are you in Ohio?
No, I am not. I'm in New Jersey.
Okay.
But if you're having a problem...
The studio's in New York.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I'm not really,
I know. I traveled a long way here.
Yeah, astral projection.
But if you want the organization that I belong to, that's a whole nother story, and I got video of that.
Wow.
We do have groups that are out in Ohio. If you need help, contact me through my website, and I'll try to get you hooked up with a team. They are verified teams that can help you with your problem.
I want to elaborate on that. If anybody across the country has a problem that they need resolved, they can always call us or message our Casper Paranormal or Bellwood, either one of us, but I'll give you out my cell phone number if you'd like, 631-838-2166. And every time I say 66, my girlfriend says, oh, you have that lisp. There's that lisp. I don't have a lisp. Do I have a lisp?
Yes.
Fine. Whatever.
I don't lie, so.
Really, I do. Do your investigations before you hire an investigative.
Do your
paranormal
investigations
company.
before
Actually, you do, you really do. You have to investigate who you're going to hire, because we've had problems.
We won't go into
with other paranormal groups that just went in and destroyed families' lives. Basically, I mean, they didn't do the right thing, and
yeah,
you know. But
I've heard of that.
If you want to question who you want to hire, they said, get back to us, get back to Bellwood, get somebody reputable that has done this, gone through it, or can recommend somebody.
I'm going to say, if you are in doubt, call Bellwood Paranormal or call Casper Paranormal. We'll head you in the right direction. We are not going to fool you. We're not going to trick you. We're not here to try to pull one over on you. Everything that we do is real. We don't do fake readings. We don't do fake investigations. We don't do anything like that. Please, we'll screen the people that are going to come to your home. There have been some mistakes in the past. We've learned from them. Okay? We know that we're not going to do that anymore. So go ahead. You have something to say.
Our friend Lisa wants to know, will you come out of state to do an investigation? Lisa in Florida.
Oh, if it's Florida, absolutely.
Well, you should have called a couple weeks ago. We was already there.
Lisa, actually, Lisa, you could
has to
have
be all
called in
expenses paid.
and tell us about any readings and stuff about civic centers and stuff like that. I mean, really? We've done some things. It's funny because I did a reading for Rose, who is Lisa's friend. I talked to Lisa on the phone, and I kept on getting, gee, my phone just went crazy here. Somebody's contacting you because my phone goes off every time it happens. But I was talking to her on the phone, and I said, do you know a Joseph? All day, this is the freak that I am. All day I'm getting, say Joseph. Somebody, Joseph is coming through. Somebody, Joseph is coming through. So finally I get Lisa on the phone. I said, Lisa, I need to know, do you know a Joseph? Now, I had just done the reading for Rose just before that. And she said, OMG, which is, oh my God. Oh my God, yeah, I know Joseph. That's Rose's father. Now, here's the tricky part. Lisa grew up next to Rose, and her father was like her father. I mean, they were that close. Oh, wow. So he was coming through still. Even if the reading is over, the reading always still continues, no matter what. It could be 2 weeks later. Susan in West Islip, I did readings for. It ended up 2 weeks later, I would call her and say, hey, this is what I feel, this is what I feel. And it would be spot on. Mm-hmm. So for some reason, it just doesn't stop. So when you get a reading from me, it's a door that's open, and you always get a reading from me. So that's the way it works. So when we come back, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the special tapping lady, and you'll see why I'm saying the tapping lady. Law of attraction. Don't miss this. This is positive stuff. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Vinny, owner of VMD Electric. Family owned and operated since 1996, serving all of Nassau and Suffolk County. You can call us anytime, night or day, at 631-669-6915 for all your residential and commercial needs. Here are some photos of our current projects.
This is Angelo from Casper Paranormal. Today we're sitting in with Chris doing a reading. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, I've never had a reading like this before, so just bear with me. I'm seeing bugs.
Bugs? I thought you were a psychic medium.
I know, that's what's confusing. Hold on. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
I'll take the bad news.
I think these are spirit bugs.
Spirit bugs? I've never heard of spirit bugs.
That's just it. Do you want the good news?
Yes.
I know Joe from Bug Busters of Long Island. He'll take care of your problem.
That's great.
B&M Performance Cycles, 439 South Main Street, Messina, New York. We handle all parts, accessories, and do all repairs. We can custom build your bike for show or hot rod. We also do New York State inspections on all motorcycles. B&M Performance Cycles. Come see us today.
Okay.
Or is he trying to get
Welcome
me
to Casper Paranormal View. We're back. We're here with Shayna, the tapping lady. Anybody that sees her in the street, I want you to say, hey, you're the tapping lady. You're the tapping lady. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Chris.
Law of attraction. It's a positive thing. I like to
very
be positive.
positive thing,
Hey, look the
yes.
way I'm holding my hands. This is what everybody thinks that I'm like, like mad or anything. This is just this is passionate,
Power.
Passionate. Tell me about law of attraction. Tell me about tapping therapy.
Okay, law of attraction, and I want to say before, I really liked when you were saying that, you promote each other and you work together, because there is enough for everybody. That's a very...
Except when it comes to my bank account.
Well, don't say that anymore.
Oh, okay, yes, I won't.
Especially when it comes to my bank.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
That's the whole thing. So
I fell into that trap.
What you focus on is what you will see show up in your life. So if you focus on not having, more not having will come.
May I say something, though?
Please do.
I'm actually looking out into the studio audience, if you want to say.
Yes,
and I happen to
the
see
vast audience.
See somebody in the back over there drinking coffee, and it better be decaf. That's all I'm saying, dude, because if it's regular coffee, we're in big trouble. Okay, she's shaking her head yes, I'm good with that. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay, a little
Positive
segue.
stuff.
Yeah,
It's
so
all
when
about
when you share and you know that there's enough business for everyone, and there's enough money for everyone, and there's enough love for everyone, there is. You have a prosperity consciousness, and you'll attract prosperity. When you're worried about not having enough, you have a lack mentality.
So are you telling me that if I say I have enough money?
If you feel it. Yes.
Okay, if I feel that I have enough money, I feel I have enough money. Every day I'm going to say, I feel I have enough money. I'm going to have enough money. I'm going to have enough money. Enough money will appear.
Well, here's the thing. If you're saying it, it's better than saying I don't have enough money. But if you can really get in the emotional place of you feel like you'll always be provided for. And one great way to get there, and one wonderful thing to do in everyone's life, wherever you're at, is to have gratitude for what you really do have. When you start to focus on what you have that's working and that's good, you get more of that.
Okay,
so
I
even
agree.
if you have real situations in your life that are troublesome, it's not to say don't acknowledge that, don't make believe that's not even there, look away. We don't want that. We don't want repressed feelings. We don't want you to go psycho and not acknowledge reality. But don't spend time focusing on
Don't dwell.
Don't dwell, thank you.
Don't dwell.
And always try to shift your focus back to what's working. What do I like? What do I have? What's good? And you'll get inspiration for how to create more of what you like.
You know what you've taught me from the last time you were on the show is don't worry about the what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Guys, if you say, well, I don't know, what if? Well, what if? Just live it. If you want it to happen, it can happen. That's what you've taught me.
Absolutely. And here's a really cool process that you would love. It's called the what if process. It's in one of the Abraham Hicks books called Asking It Is Given. And it's the what if. And you just say, well, what if? And you do all good things. What if my business doubled overnight? What if my dreams came true? What if, get as specific as possible if you want to talk. What if I woke up tomorrow and my back wasn't bothering me anymore and I felt great and I jumped out of bed?
What if I got poked?
Well, if that's what you're looking to have happen, then
everybody
what
else
if I got
mean,
poked?
really?
Yeah.
But so you had said that you had, when I was talking to you on the phone, you had said something about something new that you had come across. Is that what you were talking about?
Oh, what I want, yes, because we talked about a lot last time, and it's all good with the law of attraction and the tapping. But for people that are wanting more, I would like everybody to focus on what is the story that you're telling about yourself and your life. Especially look at the areas that are troubling you. Are you telling the same story of tragedy, of lack, of distress, of people that hurt you? Are you telling that story over and over again because you'll keep getting that?
Right.
So tell a new story. Tell the story of the way you want your life to be. Keep telling the story of how you want it to be. so much that that becomes your life.
That I'm going to be a success. That I'm going to have the best show on Madhouse TV.
That's right.
That we are going to be so good that Tom is going to say, you know what? I want you to run the whole damn place. That's
Casper
what he's going to say.
Paranormal 24/7.
That's what I'm saying. It's Casper Paranormal 24/7. Forget about the other people. That's what he's going to say.
Josh is funny.
Say that every day.
Josh is funny. Here he goes. I'm going to start saying I have enough chat room and maybe one will appear.
Well, it's build it and they will come.
Ass.
You know, that was what was the movie with Kevin Costner and the Field of Dreams? Build it and they will come.
Yeah,
It's you know, go to the feeling place of what is it like to have what it is that you desire. Feel like how will you feel when you have it? Why do you want it? And how will you feel when you have it?
We have a couple minutes left. I just want, because I really kind of enjoyed it, before we go to that, I just want you to go through one cycle of tapping.
Okay.
Everybody watch this on your camera.
Can you give me something to tap? Do you want to tap on something?
I'm not tapping. You can take
Right,
one
give
of
me a
these two
topic.
guys,
Who
or you can
wants
take
to-
somebody from the audience, or whatever it
Something
is.
bothering you? That you
No,
need to
nothing
tap?
bothering me.
You
Oh,
tap
you know
it.
what? I have another idea then.
I'm not tapping.
Because
dude.
you don't just have to tap on something that's bothering you. You can tap on your positive affirmation. You can tap on your what if story. You can tap on your new story. So who's got a new story?
I am not going to tap.
We can tap
If we can get
on-
somebody to tap.
Does Tom want to tap?
Okay, so I'll make
Go ahead,
stuff up.
go ahead.
You tap.
I
You
will
got
tap.
something. Oh, you can't be perfect.
A general tap.
Nobody's
Let's do a general tap.
No, you know, let's tap. For
I did a tap last time. I'm a
Let's tap for
bald-headed
breast-
man. I
breast
don't want to
cancer.
tap my
we can
bald-headed
tap
head.
for perfect health, and we can tap for peace and tranquility. Because when your body is at ease, when you're at ease, your body is at ease.
Okay,
also.
let's all
right,
tap.
or dis-ease.
I tapped last time.
We're going to have a group tap.
So this
You'll
is
tap.
different because usually we tap, you know, even though whatever my problem is, I love and accept myself. But we're going to tap for just good stuff.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
What part of our body are we tapping?
So let's just start tapping on the
Okay,
karate
let's start
chop
tapping
anyway.
here. Everybody tap along with us.
So even though
I'm
already so grateful
already so grateful
for everything that I have,
for everything that I have.
I'm grateful
I'm grateful
for all that is coming to me
for
now.
all that is coming to me now.
I'm so happy that I'm in perfect health,
I'm so happy
that
I'm in perfect health.
and I'm so happy that I feel peace
I'm so happy I feel
and
peace
serenity,
and serenity.
and I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
I really appreciate
I really appreciate
all the prosperity that I am enjoying.
all the prosperity that I'm enjoying.
I love my house.
I love my house.
I love my car.
I love my car.
I feel
hate
so
my
good.
car.
Stop it!
Sorry.
Disruptor. Let me get my plug in about Racine.
Uh-huh.
Tap for Racine.
Yes.
Racine Salon on Main Street in Islip. There's actually a documentary being made about them called Mondays at Racine because once a month they open the salon up to breast cancer survivors and they give them free services once a month. That's the new documentary. It's just screened in Hamptons. Their telephone number is 631-224-5240. And this month in October, you can get a pink extension in your hair for $10, and $9 goes to the Islip Breast Cancer Coalition.
And just to let
That's
everybody
nice.
know,
That's good.
I am going to get a pink extension. Maybe I can wear that.
Why not?
I mean, I need some sort of extension, both height and hair. I
Do
mean,
you want to tap with some hair?
yeah, right. I don't think that's going to work. I don't care how positive.
Do they have
I
a
am.
web page or any other way of contacting them?
I think,
or?
well, they do actually have a webpage. I don't remember what it is, but if you Google Racine, R-A-C-I-N-E, in Islip, New York, it'll come up.
Excellent.
Okay.
And
that-
$9 of the $10 goes to Islip Breast Cancer Coalition.
Do you have a group wherever you are for tapping
Yes.
therapy? Can you explain that to us?
But you can call me. My website is iattractsuccess.com.
Wait, I'm going to say that slower. iattractsuccess.com. Go to that website. You can read all about law of attraction.
A little bit about it.
Or you can read about tapping.
And you can find my contact numbers and email. My contact number is 631-748-1370. I do coaching over the telephone, Skype if you like, or if you're local in person. Once a month we have a tapping circle at Specialty Lotions and Potions in Bayshore, where you can also get your sage and go see Chris for a fabulous reading.
Yes.
And
I want to thank you for coming to the show.
thank you for having me.
Just so everybody knows, you can always go to CasperParanormalResearch.com, All the information will be on there about the show. I'll make sure that I post it. I want to take the time out to say thank you to Mr. Higgins, driving all the way from New Jersey.
Yes.
Thank you for having me,
Wonderful
Chris.
job. To Iron Maiden for being part of our show, also sitting in the back.
The co-driver.
The co-driver. And to the wonderful tapping lady.
Yes. Love seeing
which
you
we
again.
call. Thank you very much for a wonderful show tonight. Next week, just to let you know, you need to call in. Free readings for everyone who calls in.
Nice.
There's going to be angel card readings free, no charge. Call in, get your reading. Or come into the studio.
Oh, cool.
If you come into the studio, you'll get your reading live. So you can come into the studio, and we'll post how you get
Let
here.
us know, though, first, before we don't want to overcrowd the studio. Post on our Facebook page that you do want to come, and we'll arrange that for you.
Who's
Yes,
doing that?
and then you can call in. We'll do the readings. We're going to wrap it up until next week. Thank you for watching Casper Paranormal View.
Yay.
Thank you.
Who's doing the angel card readings?
Oh, I have.